Hello friends, and welcome back to our modded Daggerfall Unity walkthrough. In the last episode, we escaped the privateer's hold, and now we find ourselves outside its entrance on the surface. Our next step will be to head directly to the capital. Another tutorial pop-up will appear in a second or two. The world of Daggerfall is immense and generally can't be traveled in real time. Open the travel map, normally by pressing V. The region that you are in is highlighted in red. Click on that region and you get a focused map. Click Find and type Daggerfall. For now, keep the travel settings on cautiously and inns. These settings will ensure you arrive in the morning. You do not want to arrive in Daggerfall City at night. The next message will appear when we arrive at Daggerfall. Let's find the status key. We're going to use this to see what time it is and where we are exactly. You'll find this key very helpful as the time of day in Daggerfall really means something. You are in Privateer's Hold. It is 2:16 on Turdus, the 5th of Morning Star. In the eyes of the law of Daggerfall, you are a common citizen. Heh, turdass. Right, so let's do as the tutorial says and open this map with V. Here we see a map of the Iliac Bay region. The red highlighted part tells us which region we're in. Usually, the region shares the same name as its capital city. In our case, we're in the Daggerfall region, but we're not in the city of Daggerfall itself, which is the capital. That's where we're going to be headed to. The northern part of the Iliac Bay shows part of the imperial province of High Rock, whose native inhabitants are the Bretons. To the east of these mountains lies Skyrim. The southern part of the bay shows the northern part of the province of Hammerfell, whose native inhabitants are the Redguards. Let's zoom back in. If you're a total Daggerfall dork like me, you'll know the exact locations of all the major cities from memory. But if you're not as insane as Callum Neal, you'll do as the tutorial says and use the Find function to search for Daggerfall. Remember the names of the locations you're given in the quests carefully, because you'll be using the Find function each time you travel to a new location. For my usual playthroughs, I sometimes enjoy using other cities and regions as my base of operations in order to level up before completing the main quest. But the city of Daggerfall itself is perfect to use for most of the game. It has pretty much everything we need. As you can see here, the options we choose will affect the cost and time of the trip. Change these at your own discretion. Now let's begin our journey, onward to Daggerfall. Find a townsperson nearby. Press F4. Remember, we changed these key bindings in the last video to set your mode to dialogue, and then click on the person. You will enter a conversation window. You can use the window to ask for directions to places. If a person is unfriendly or doesn't know, find another peasant. Once a peasant tells you what direction a building is in, you can keep repeating the request until they mark it on your map. This is very important for finding locations easily in a large city like this one. Look at this beautiful Daggerfall countryside. Even when it's snowing, it still looks beautiful, doesn't it? Let's head into the city. Look at this. If we joined this knightly order, the Knights of Iron, we wouldn't be able to come to Daggerfall. This would cause great problems for us in the main quest. Your affiliations have serious consequences. This is one of the things that I love about this game. Here is something else that people love about this game. Look, just look at it. It's a real city. Yes, maybe it's not the size of a city by your modern human standards, but it's the real size of a large medieval town or city. Compare this to later games like Skyrim, where we see cities like Whiterun, which are basically 2 streets and a small castle. Daggerfall is procedurally generated, but it doesn't feel like a lot of those other procedurally generated games. You know the saying, an ocean wide and an inch deep, because of all the aforementioned complex factions and politics going on. This blue building is the Mages Guild. Let's head here first and join the guild. Along the way, we're going to identify any important buildings that we see so that it updates our Daggerfall map. Eventually, the map will be fully filled in. The conversation window also has options for finding people and asking for news, including for local quests as work. Look at the top left corner of the conversation window when it's open to see the different topics you can ask about. Here we see that our map has been updated with the name of this building. If you gained treasure in the starting dungeon, you will want to sell it. A pawn shop is most useful for this, though general stores and armor smiths can also buy some kinds of goods. Find one such store somewhere in town. You can ask peasants for directions to them, or press F3 to change to info mode, and click on the buildings to learn what they are from a distance. General stores open at 6 a.m. Pawn shops and armor smiths open later. Check the current time in-game, usually the I key. If the stores are still closed, press the rest button to loiter, not rest, until they open. Note that if you loiter right now, the next tutorial message will appear immediately.
Spirits of High Rock, just what I need. What?
How are you, stranger? Where can I find any Temple of Akatosh?
I think they have one in Midham.
Really? I need to find the Mages Guild.
I heard that name somewhere before, but I got no idea where.
Let's identify these buildings since we're close by. The last task of all is to find a quest. Daggerfall's quests are radiant, choosing locations around you as places where things will happen. Doing quests for guilds will help you increase in rank with them, so they may be a priority for you. After you have joined the guild, find someone inside the guild building with the button Get Quest. Accept or reject the quest you are given. Rejecting a quest has no consequences. Many quests will send you to other towns. If they do, enter your journal, normally L, and click on the quest log entry about that quest. Many times, it will automatically plan a travel to your quest destination. Otherwise, you can open the travel screen and choose the location yourself. You can also find quests among random townspeople. Click on people in taverns who tend to have questions. You can also get them from shopkeepers with the Talk button. Asking for any work can lead you to possible quest givers. This is the end of the tutorial. Daggerfall is a game with many unique and intricate mechanics, so learn from other players about the game's quirks. You can also add mods to the game once you understand the basic mechanics. Welcome to your new obsession. That was the last tutorial message. You now have all the skills you need to dive into this game and really enjoy it.
By the mists, it's you. What is it?
Good day, mate. I need to find the Mages Guild.
Sorry, I haven't got a clue.
Ah, where can I find the Fighters Guild then?
I wish I knew Calamnil. Could be anywhere. Excuse me, Calamnil, I actually have a life to lead.
Ugh, useless wench. Let's sell this gear then, since we're near a shop. Incense and soft music soothe your nerves as you cross the threshold. Each item in this shop is carefully mounted and displayed. Not the slightest defect can be detected in any item within. We desperately need a horse and cart if we really want to be making the big bucks in this game. But as you can see, they're far too expensive to purchase right now. Let's quickly identify these buildings. I'm sure we'll need to enter them later. Let's see if this impressively attired lady can assist us.
Well met, stranger.
Hail, good friend. Perhaps you can guide me toward the Mages Guild.
Directionally challenged Calamnil? Try very nearby. Here, I'll show you the Mages Guild on your map.
Finally, someone helpful in this backwater town. Here we see the Mages Guild has now been labeled on our city map. Let's check this place out. Then we'll continue to head south to these two buildings. Then this one, until we finally arrive at our destination. Walking is another thing that's very realistic in Daggerfall, and it makes it all the more realistic to necessitate getting a horse. Let's speed the video up a little until we get there. And here we have it, my dear loyal viewers. We made it to the Mages Guild and to the end of the video. Please comment Daggerfall Die Hards if you're a real TES3 player. The next few videos on the channel will be a continuation of our Lore Books series. Due to the nature of my voice, these walkthrough videos take a lot of hours to complete, so the next one won't be for another 10 days or so. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe so you don't miss the next one when it comes out. It will be discussing things like buying spells, borrowing money for a horse and cart, as well as joining the various guilds and factions. Until next time,